Thank you, friends. I am Tutor Cletus Okole. We want to solve the exponential equation on the board. The equation is given if 2 raised to 10 plus 2 raised to 10 is equal to 2 raised to power x. Then we should find what the value of x is. We are going to solve this question using two methods, two approaches. I want you to watch it to the end. It is going to be a brief video. Meanwhile, subscribe to my channel and also like my videos. Solution to this question, we are given 2 raised to power 10 plus 2 raised to power 10 equal to 2 raised to power x. Method 1. Method 1. Indices method. Okay, from indices, first and foremost, the first thing I will do here is I have from the left hand side the same base and the same power. Therefore, I will factor what is common, and that is common is 2 raised to power 10 is common. And left with me here, if I move 2 raised to power 10 out, what will be left is 1. Then my sign is plus, 2 raised to power 10 is still already out. It is still left with 1. That is, if I do 2 raised to power 10 times 1, I will get 2 raised to power 10. If I do 2 raised to power 10 times 1 here, I will get 2 raised to power 10. And this is equal to 2 raised to power x. By this, what we have left is 2 raised to power 10. And inside the bracket is 1 plus 1, which is the same thing as 2. And of course, you know that 2 is the same thing as 2 raised to power 1. That is, if I have 2, it is as well as the same thing as 2 raised to power 1. That is, we got this 2 from 1 plus 1. And this is equal to 2 raised to power x. By law of indices, if I have 2, or rather a raised to power x multiplied by a raised to power y, it is equal to a raised to power x plus y. That is addition law of indices. This means that 2 raised to power 10 multiplied by 2 raised to power 1 is the same thing as 2 raised to power 11, which is equal to 2 raised to power x. Also, by law of indices, if I have a raised to power x equal to a raised to power y, since the bases are equal, it implies that powers also should be equal. That is, 2 raised to power 11 equal to 2 raised to power x is the same thing as the power x equal to 11. That is, the bases are equal, cancel the bases, x becomes equal to 11. This is our answer using method 1, which is indices method. We go by method 2. Method 2, we are going to use logarithm method. The question is still given as 2 raised to power 10 plus 2 raised to power 10 equal to 2 raised to power x. Like I told us, this is going to be a very brief video. Alright, we are into the second method of solving the said exponential equation. Here, what I will do is to apply logarithms to both sides of the equation. And from the left hand side, I will have a log. And of course, I will do logarithms to base 2 so that things can work out fast and quick. So, log to base 2 of 2 raised to power 10 plus 2 raised to power 10 is equal to the logarithm to base 2 of 2 raised to power x. Alright, logarithm is applied to both sides of the equation. Now, from the left hand side, I can still do the same factorization I did in the indices method, and that is going to be the log to base 2 of 2 is common, I factor it out, have inside the bracket left 1 plus 1, okay? Then, that is I factor 2 raised to power 10 outside, inside the bracket is left with 1 plus 1. And this is equal to, by the right hand side, if I have one of the laws in logarithm says that if I have log a raised to power x, that it is equal to x, then the logarithm of a. If I have that is called the power law of logarithms. if I have a number raised to power x, now that power should come to the front and be used to multiply the log. That becomes x log a. You know, life, mass is so good, so important in our lives. That is why we say that mass is life. Now, applying this law here by the right hand side, I will have x, then the logarithm of 2 to base 2. And by law of logarithms, if you have the log of x base x, it is equal to 1. We call this law logarithm to its own base. So when the base is the same as the number, it will give us 1. Therefore, this means that I shall now have from here, this place is the same now as the logarithm of 2 raised to power 10 multiply 2 to base 2. Remember, here I have log 2 raised to power 10 into the bracket 1 plus 1. This 1 plus 1 is this 2. And I want you to see also that this 2 is the same thing as 2 raised to power 1, which is not wrong. And by the right hand side, what I have now is x multiplied by 1. Since we say that log 2 base 2 is equal to 1, according to the law of logarithms, that logarithm to its own base is equal to 1. At this point, we are still going to apply the law of logarithm of indices that says when the bases are equal, the power should be added. That is, that if I have x raised to power let's say a multiplied by x raised to power b, it is equal to x raised to power a plus b. So that means that I am going to do 2 raised to power 10 multiplied by 2 raised to power 1 is going to be equal to 2 raised to power 10 plus 1, which is say 11. So I now have the logarithm to base 2 of 2 raised to power 11. Now it is equal to x multiplied by 1 by the right hand side is x. Our work is done. You can now see x is alone by the right hand side. Automatically it is equal to what is by the left hand side. And that means by law of power law of logarithms, which I have explained here, this 11 now will move to the front to give me 11 multiplied by the logarithm of 2 base 2 equal to x. And log 2 base 2 is a 11 times 1, which is equal to x, meaning that x is 11 times 1, which is equal to 11. Final answer. Using the second method, this is logarithm method, and y this is indices method. Okay. So therefore, finally, the value of x as we are required to find or to evaluate is equal to 11. Thank you for watching the video till the end. I am Tutor Cletus Okoli. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if it is your first time of watching my video. Also, when you like my videos, YouTube will now continue to recommend it to more people so that more access will be to my channel. Do this as a way of supporting Tutor Cletus Okoli. God bless you.